Good morning, it's Ron Dzinski again, back for another YouTube video. This is in response to one of my readers named Anomol, A-N-O-M-O-L, whoever you are, had an interesting question that I thought might be worth talking about. He or she said, I'm going to an affair and would like to know how can I get out of it or how do I deal with it, the meeting with in-laws. So I'm going to talk from my own standpoint with my wife. Lots to kind of think about with this. First of all, your wife knows or your husband knows that you have problems. Hopefully you've talked it over with her or him, and you've been able to have a truce or a way that you have that you can say, I don't like to do it, or I don't want to do it, I don't feel up to it. So certainly be honest with your spouse and let them know what you feel. But if it's something that you have to do, let's say it's an in-law group that you have to go to, let them know, let your wife know that you're going to try to stay out of any kind of controversies. You're going to do the best you can. If you need to get out of there, if you have to go out and blow steam off, do it. But all this should be well planned out and well thought out if you're going to, go out of your way to go to this meeting. Let's say it's a Thanksgiving dinner, and there's always an in-law that feels like they've got to really give you a heart-to-heart and talk about things you don't want to talk about. So here's my suggestion, and of course I've been in situations similar to that. So what I would say, beg off conversations that you don't want to go into. All you have to do is say, geez, I'm really tired. I don't want to discuss that, but thanks again. Can we talk about something else? I just don't feel up to that. Be honest. I mean, you don't have to be, a jolly jump up or something. You don't have to be so energetic and enthusiastic about being there. I always use the fake it until you make it as a slogan that I like to adopt. Nobody wants to be around the guy, and believe me, I've been in situations where I was so tired of talking about my issues, but I wanted to talk about them because I know that's the only way I can deal with them. But sooner or later, I don't care how loving they are, you're going to get the, oh no, here it comes again. The eyes will roll back and you'll get that look that you'll know that they don't want to hear what you have to say, and you feel like you're compelled to bare your soul to them. Sometimes you just can't do it. Sometimes you're just going to have to smile and bear it. That's all you can do. And I hate to be dishonest, but that's about as best as I can tell you. I'm not, well, from my videos and the things that I write that I don't hold anything back. If I feel something, I'm going to tell you about it. But even in my case, there were times in my life where I just did not want to talk about things. And that means that you just have to keep that private and keep it until you're ready to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it. There's nobody that compels you to, and there's no reason to blow up. If you feel like you're angry or something's really setting you off, walk outside, take a stroll, take a swing on the swing, or just get out for a second, kind of cool yourself down to come back and face the rest of it. It's only going to be couple of hours that you have to deal with it, and so you sometimes just have to fake it till you make it. And I would say if these things are bothering you, find some place to vent. Go to the blog, go to a video, go to a trusted friend if they can listen to you for one more, go to your therapist, go to the VA, get to a group. We're going to have groups, and we're going to have these groups meeting hopefully every single day. When you need somebody for support, we're all PTSD sufferers, and we've been through it. Some of us are early on in the stages where we're volatile as we can be. Sometimes we're past that. We're down to the point where we're saying, we've been through this enough. It's rare to catch me off guard. So I've kind of prepared myself for all of these eventualities. You may not have. Maybe the first time you got to kind of struggle through them in the beginning. You can't avoid them all. That's the truth. You can't. Sooner or later, you're going to be in that situation where you have to just struggle through it. Be honest. Stay out of trouble. Don't say anything you shouldn't say. If it's somebody's talking politics, you want to talk about politics, get out of it. Don't get yourself sucked in where you all of a sudden get on the side that you don't want to be on, and there's trouble between your families. This is a way that you're going to say, I'm going to repair the road, and sooner or later, it's going to be easier and easier to walk through. So your family will get the picture pretty soon, I think. I mean, really, some of my family said, I was afraid to bring anything up because I always felt like I was walking on eggs, and then you got over it. Well, you never did get over it, but you're able to control it and to deal with it. So a lot of times if you just talk, I don't know whether you've ever heard of this, but they have this aversion therapy that was a real big deal there for a while. I think it was called S or something like that, where they would take you and put you in situations where you hated. If you hated being in heights, they'd take you up to heights and heights and heights. So all they do is they keep you going to heights or whatever it is. It's kind of similar. My wife said that you have to talk about something till you don't have to talk about it anymore. So if you keep saying it and keep putting yourself in different ways, saying the same thing, pretty soon you're going to see that you can talk about things. I mean, you don't have to talk about the deepest, darkest places in your life right away, but you sort of inch around it, bite around the edges, and then pretty soon you'll start seeing that it's not so bad. People don't criticize some things. I mean, there's honest to God things that still I have not been able to talk to people about. It's all right. It doesn't come up. Funny stuff is not going to come up unless you bring it up. I mean, and so you bring it up where it's safe. If it's not safe, don't bring it up. Your spouse will be the one that probably can help you through things. Go to her for some support when you think you're in trouble. Ask her to help you out and say, look, if have a signal. My wife and I have a signal, and the signal is this. And the reason that is that sometimes she sees it before I do. And I'll give you an example. I go to the refrigerator to get a glass of milk or soda or something. And then she'll say to me, Ron, did you drink the last soda? I don't know why it sets me off. I didn't. Why are you accusing me? You might have had it. I haven't had it. All of a sudden, I'm off to the races. And I'm into it. It's not like we're going 1 to 2 to 3 to, it's like 1 to 10. I'm already on the horse galloping. So she gives me the signal. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I'm on it. So I get off it. I just stop it. And then I said, all right, I'm sorry. It set me off for whatever reason. That accusation or that attack was something that I couldn't take. So anyway, you get a signal between the two of you, something that is safe and nobody's going to notice. She's going to scratch her face or grab her chin or something. It might be helpful, at least to your loved one, and somebody that you trust is going to kind of be there as your support system. They want you to get better. I mean, honest to God, they do. I mean, may not seem it, and they may be tired of it because it's a burden. I know that. But they do want you to get better. So they're on your team, and you just have to trust them and keep getting more people that can help you and support you in terms of your growth. So in any event, this is how you can reach me. As you know, I'm always interested in likes and hopefully not so many dislikes, but hopefully likes. And sharing is really an important thing. There's lots and lots and lots of people with PTSD, and we're trying to get them all. I mean, there's some that'll bail out on us and don't like me, don't like what I say or my philosophy, and that's okay too. But there's going to be a lot of people that are in the same boat as we are that really want to get some answers. And I, in my heart of hearts, believe that we have the key. It's people like us who are all over this country who have experienced a major problem and need to get some answers. And we know each other. We know what the other person's going through. So it's not something new that you got to convince them of it. And when you know that they know, then it's easier to talk to them. You don't have to prove anything to them, and you can be as honest as you can be. So I hope that you're having a great day, and I hope that this helps you. Give me some feedback. I always love feedback. And if you have an idea that you'd like to have talked about on the thing, I'll talk about it if you want me to. If you want to do a video, they're pretty easy to do. You just take a video and send it in. We'll look at it and we'll kind of doctor it up so it makes some beginning, some middle, and some end. And we'll show it, and somebody will get a break from this ugly puss. So anyway, hopefully you have a great day, and I'll talk to you again.